Rain slicked down the neon-lit streets of New Boston Outpost, where humans and aliens mixed uneasily under the shadow of towering spaceports. Jonah Callan had just finished his night shift at the cargo docks when he noticed a commotion near the Aurelian Medical Institute, the most advanced alien hospital on the planet. A hovercraft full of medics hissed away, leaving something slumped at the edge of the building's entrance ramp. At first, Jonah thought it was a bundle of refuse, but as he drew closer, he froze. It was a girl, an alien girl. Her skin shimmered faintly silver, her hair damp and tangled across her face. Her breathing was ragged, shallow, each exhale a whimper. Medical tags were strapped to her wrists, glowing faintly with alien script. Jonah, unable to read the glyphs, pulled out his datapad and ran a translator. The words appeared. Non-viable. Prognosis. Terminated care. Disposed. His gut twisted. Disposed? Like she was trash? The Institute's doors hissed shut behind him, cold and uncaring. Aliendoctors, some of the finest minds in the galaxy, had simply given up on her. Jonah knelt beside the girl. She cracked her golden eyes open, meeting his gaze with a flicker of fear, then despair. "You're not trash," Jonah whispered fiercely. His jacket came off in a rush, draped around her trembling frame. She was light, too light, as he lifted her. "I've got you." But where could he take her? No human hospital would know what to do with alien physiology. The alien doctors had already abandoned her. Then, absurdly, his mind turned to Dr. Miriam Hayes, the neighborhood veterinarian who had patched up his dog twice last year. She wasn't trained in extraterrestrials, but she knew bodies, blood, organs. She cared. And right now, care was all this girl had left. Middle, the vet's oath. The bell above the Greenwood Veterinary Clinic jingled as Jonah kicked open the door, dripping rainwater, alien girl cradled in his arms. Dr. Hayes looked up from a tired desk pile with datapads. "Jonah, what in God's name?" "She's dying." Jonah cut in, desperate. The alien medics threw her out, said she wasn't worth saving. Miriam's eyes narrowed as she rushed forward, peeling back the jacket. Her gasp was sharp. Stars above, she's Aurelian. Their biology's complicated. "I don't care. Please." His voice cracked. "Just try." The vet hesitated only a second before barking. "Prep room 3. Now." They laid the girl on the table. Alien fluids leaked from wounds Jonah couldn't recognize. Her vitals, if that's what the monitors detected, flickered dangerously low. Miriam worked fast, improvising. Their circulatory system is bifurcated, like two hearts, but one's collapsed. We'll need to stabilize pressure with... Damn it, I don't have a rights in plasma. Jonah grabbed her arm. "What do you need?" "Tell me. I'll find it." She stared at him, then rattled off a list: alien-compatible saline substitutes, a nanite spooler, even a thermal regulator. Jonah sprinted into the storm, raiding half the colony's black market stores, trading credits and favors until he returned with every piece. Through the night, Dr. Hayes stitched, grafted, and fused. Jonah never left the girl's side, gripping her hand whenever her breath faltered. Once, she opened her eyes again. Her lips parted. A faint, broken whisper in accented English. "Why? Help me." Jonah swallowed hard, because no one else would. And her hand squeezed his, weak but certain. Middle, whispers in the colony. Word spread quickly. Humans caring for an alien girl the Aurelians had abandoned? It was scandal. Some whispered Jonah was foolish, risking contamination or political backlash. Others muttered that it was brave, that maybe compassion could build bridges science and treaties never had. The alien hospital released a statement coldly declaring the patient unrecoverable, classified as medical waste. But every morning Jonah walked back to the vet's clinic, and every morning the girl breathed a little steadier. Her name, they learned was scifivalent. She had been studying medicine at the Institute when a genetic illness overtook her. The Aurelians, prizing perfection, had declared her defective. They do not waste resources on the broken, Sarai whispered one evening, eyes wet with shame. Better to discard. Broken. Jonah shook his head fiercely. You're alive. That means you're worth saving. Always. Her golden eyes searched his face, as if trying to measure the weight of human words. Middle, learning to heal. Weeks passed. Under Miriam's care and Jonah's stubborn support, Sarai slowly regained strength. The vet taught herself alien anatomy from scraps of xenobiology texts, while Jonah became her assistant, learning to sterilize tools, measure alien vitals, even feed Sarai specialized nutrient mixes. Sometimes Sarai laughed, a sound that startled Jonah with its warmth. Sometimes she cried, overwhelmed by her exile from her own people. Each time, Jonah reminded her, you're not alone anymore. And slowly, her trust grew. One evening, when rain again pattered on the clinic's roof, Sarai whispered, you risked everything for me. Why? Jonah hesitated, then said simply, because if the roles were reversed, I'd want someone to believe I was worth saving too. Her golden eyes softened, and for the first time, she smiled at him, ending the Queen's judgment. But Aurelians did not forget. Months later, a delegation arrived, regal ships descending over New Boston. At their head was Queen Mother Elenia Valen herself, radiant and terrible. Rumor spread that Sarai was her estranged daughter, hidden from the public eye because of her imperfections. The Queen demanded Sarai be returned. Jonah stood in the clinic doorway as guards advanced. You left her to die, he said, his voice shaking but firm. You don't get to claim her now. The Queen's golden gaze pierced him. You are a human dock worker. You presume to challenge royalty. Jonah's knees trembled, but Sarai stepped forward, draped in a simple coat, alive and strong. He does not challenge you. Mother, I do. The crowd gasped. Sarai's voice trembled but did not falter. You cast me aside. But this human, and this doctor, saw me as worthy. I will not return to chains of perfection. I choose my own worth. The silence that followed was heavy. Finally, the Queen's expression softened, almost imperceptibly. Then perhaps it is we who must learn from the humans' compassion. She turned, motioned to her guards, and left without another word. Jonah sagged with relief. Sarai looked at him, her golden eyes shining. You gave me life twice, Jonah, once with your arms, once with your belief. He flushed, scratching the back of his neck. I just couldn't let you be thrown away. Sarai smiled, radiant, no longer broken. And I will never forget. Ending a new oath. Life settled into a strange new rhythm. Sarai began apprenticing under Dr. Hayes, determined to become a healer herself, not the kind who discards the weak, but the kind who saves them. And Jonah, once just a dock worker, found himself drawn deeper into their small, unlikely family. One night, as they closed a clinic, Sarai looked at him with that soft, golden glow in her cheeks. You know, she murmured, when the medics left me outside, I thought that was the end. But you carried me into a new beginning. Jonah's chest tightened. Guess that makes us both stubborn survivors. She laughed gently. Then survive with me, human. And hand in hand, they walked into the rain, no longer discarded, no longer alone.